Alright everyone, I'm going to be casting this replay here from my dear friend Davesmith. Has sent me a replay. He is the Zerg player up here. The map is Lost Temple, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know. Excuse me. Map is Lost Temple. And it looks like the Terran are going to be positioned on the west side of the map. The Zerg player here taking the top north position. And he's going to be sending out his overlord in order to take a look at the Terran player and see what he's doing. Excuse me, I didn't mean to show you the replay time there. This is going to be a good replay, ladies and gentlemen. Good replay. Alright. Making some drones. Terran player over here doing the same shit. Trying to build up his base. Because he knows that the Zerg is a force that tends to attack quickly. The Zerg are a very quick attacking sort of faction. And we'll see here the spawning pool, a 9 pool going down for Davesmith. A little cheesy. That's alright though. It's something that you can afford to do against a Terran player. Because, you know, they're a little slow starting. The Terran they tend to turtle up like little bitches. And you see the SCV dropping down a barracks right here. Gonna use that to build some barracks units like Marines. And the Overlord realizing his own stupidity now as he goes to this base with there's nobody at this base. He realizes this. And the Overlord, I'm sure, feels a little bit dumb. But Dave needs to find his opponent very quickly, so he's going to send out another drone to deal with that. An SCV building a supply depot over here. Take a look at the production tab. The Terran player cranking a ton of shit out. Well, it appears that Davesmith is saving up for something, and we'll find out what that is soon. It looks like a bunch of Zerglings are going to be built. And the drone going over here like a dumbass. He doesn't know that there is no base over here, and he will soon find that to be the case. And getting some minerals, that is a wise choice. And you can see that little green line right there. Davesmith utilizing the built-in game macro here of the Zerg to let the drone just kind of look around and see what the fuck's going on. And the Terran ain't doing shit. He's walled himself in like a little bitch. Like a little bitch that he is. Let's take a look at the units tab. And it is apparent that the Zerg player Davesmith has many more units. I'm sorry I neglected to mention the name of the Terran player, Dro. Possibly alluding to DRO, which is a term for weed. Maybe this Terran player is smoking on that Dro. We don't know yet. We'll find out here as the Zerg player finds it very apparent that the Terran player is down here. A Marine coming out for the Terran. Simple one Marine play style. And a ton of Zerglings. And look at the production tab. He's building more Zerglings. Just amassing a huge ball. Ready to destroy anything. Terran simply has these 2 Marines here to defend his base. He is looking like a bitch right now. Compared to Dave, who's got way more shit using the inject larvae ability of the Queen there. And as you can see, the little balls of larvae are about to pop out like little poops. Check it out. Ready? Blah. There's all the larvae. And Davesmith has and can do any number of things with these larvae at this point. He can build Zerglings, Overlords, and drones. And it appears that he is using his forces right now to defend his base rather than attack, which I think is a smart play. I think it's a damn smart play by the Zerg player here, Dave. Because Dro, really, man, I mean, what do you expect from a Terran? You expect them to turtle up like a little bitch right here, as you can see, turtling like a bitch. That's okay though. Davesmith has it handled. He has full map control right now. He knows what's going on. And he knows the Terran player has not gone for an expansion. So he's using this time to inject more larvae. And this queen here defending a base against any early air attacks. Because as you may well know, the queen is a very good unit to defend against air in the early game. And even late game, the queen can be helpful if you have to go all in. Spawning pool looking particularly filled with pus. Looking very nasty and grimy and just dangerous right now. The Zerg player, look at the fucking units he has. He has 26 motherfucking Zerglings. He's crushing this shit. If the Terran didn't have this little wall right here, the game would be over. The game would be at an end. But unfortunately for the Zerg player, the Terran has walled himself in like a little bitch. And that's okay. Whatever. It's all good. Look at the amount of Zerglings that Davesmith has. He has so... What the fuck? 37 Zerglings. You can't fuck with that. Researching the metabolic boost to make these Zerglings into cracklings so they can run very fast. And Stimpack also being researched for the Terran player. And it looks like he's going to move out. Or something. I don't know what he's doing right there. Simply sending out an SCV by himself. Alone. Dave keeping an eye out over this base right here. And building a roach warren. So we are going to see some roach usage. Roaches being built. And possibly going to be seeing the burrow ability researched. I'm not sure if he has it yet. Let's take a look. No, he hasn't researched burrow yet. But one of the very unique things about the roaches is that they can burrow and move underground while burrowed. So they're essentially a stealth unit when burrowed. When burrowed, the roach is a stealth unit. Just like every other Zerg unit. However, the roaches can move underground, giving them a distinct advantage. Davesmith still maintaining full map control over here with these Zilnaga towers. Very smart play here by Dave, keeping those Zerglings out there. This is only costing him 50 minerals right now. This is only costing him 50 minerals in order to have a view of the entire map and see just what this Terran player is doing. As you well know, it only costs 50 minerals for 2 Zerglings. And the Terran player massing up a ball of just hanging out right here, right now, hanging out, and it really appears to me that the Terran player is trying to make some sort of he's doing the 1, 2, 3 technique. I think that's what this build is called. It's where you build. It is where you build one of each. You build a factory, a starport, and a barracks, but just really buying so many Marines, and he has so many unspent minerals. I really think that Dro is not utilizing the Terran capability that he could be using right now, and the Zerglings just waiting for these Terran to move out right now because he knows that moving in would be a foul choice at this point in time, a very bad choice. And a mistake here by the Terran player leaving the supply depot down. We'll see if he regrets that. And as you can see, the Zerglings with the Zergling speed running it very quickly before the tank can even go into siege mode. And the Terran units are devastated, completely destroyed. The army is gone. Oh, excuse me. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. And we see the units here. The Terran player has almost no defensive units. And is he going to lead the supply depot down? Allow the Zerglings to rush directly into the base. Is he going to do it? Yes, he is. Oh, my God. And look at that dumbass. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. As the Zerglings just run in and trounce their opponents. And it looks like the entire economy of the Terran player is going to be simply destroyed by the Zerg. Very easily dealt with by these Zerglings taking out every single SCV. 5, 4, 3, 2 left. 2 SCVs. 3, they're not even harvesting, ladies and gentlemen. They're just sitting around. Almost taking out the command center. And I think that would have been GG. And it appears that Davesmith is sort of just giving up on these Zerglings. Perhaps he's gone back to his base to macro up some more units, and yes, it is apparent here he's made some more roaches, using the queen to spread the creep as he should. A very successful attack by Davesmith. Dro very stupidly leaving down the supply depot, allowing the Zerglings to just rush right in like a dumbass. Damn. Now, and this Zergling here is the one remaining soldier. Is he going to take out the tank? No, he's going to be burned to death by that Hellion. And a proper response there by the Terran player to build Hellions, realizing that the Zerg is going to be using mass Zerglings, taking out the, excuse me, I have a little indigestion. It's causing me to have to yawn. Pardon me. Excuse me. Alright. Back to the game. Back to the game. The Terran player is desperately trying to rebuild his economy with these mules here. As you can see. Warping in. Excuse me, I say warping in because I play Protoss. Definitely building more SCVs. A siege tank on the way. Possibly to be used to put a siege tank right here on Lost Temple. This map is very siege tank friendly. The Terran player likes to utilize these ledges in order to make drops with his siege tanks, and that Terran Marine getting destroyed by those roaches, he had no chance at all. No chance whatsoever. These Hellions scouting these roaches. However, the roach is a very robust unit, simply taking the damage. And it does look like he's going to move his siege tank in here, and I think that is going to force the Zerg player to move out. And the roach is just taking unnecessary damage, moving out to the corner of the map here, and it looks like the Terran player is going to hold off that assault. Fortunately for Dro, he didn't leave his supply depots down like a dumbass like he did last time. Zerg player taking in expansion. Very good move. I think that is so fucking cool. Look at that shit. How there's a little thing in there. What the fuck is that, man? It turns into this. Somehow. I don't know. I don't understand the chemistry of the Zerg. I don't understand how they work biologically. I don't understand anything. But I do know that that shit looks fucking cool. Look at that shit. It's even got horns. A very large ball of Zerglings here just being used to defend a base, and the Queen relentlessly injecting larvae. However, he does have a lot of unspent energy. Could be using to spread the creep or transfuse. I don't even really know what transfuse does. What the fuck does that do? Yeah, well, it heals shit. And Terran player utilizing very typical playstyle, trying to turtle up like a little bitch against the Zerg player. Ha! And it looks like the siege tank gonna be in range of these roaches, taking a couple free shots. Is he gonna kill a few roaches here? It looks like they're standing just out of range. Oh, another free shot on the roaches. Oh, no, third free shot, third free shot. Whatever. Zerg player now starting to spread his creep. Very wise move. It's very important to spread creep. Keeping his overlords away from danger, making sure he doesn't get supply blocked is a very good move by the Zerg player. Another combat initiation here. What's gonna happen? Directly going for the siege tank as he did last time. It's gonna help him. Is it gonna be enough? No, it's not gonna be enough. Looks like the Terran player is gonna be taking over this area and destroying these roaches. Oh my god. The humanity in this situation right now is ridiculous. The roach is so afraid for their lives. Keeping just out of range of this siege tank, but it appears that this Hellion is going to try and harass those roaches, bringing them out, and it looks like, well, yep, there it is. Looks like the Terran player is going to make a move here, bringing those roaches out and taking control of this area. This area really being the focal point of the entire battle, and it appears that the Terran player is going to now take control. But at what cost? At what cost? Losing so many siege tanks. Those siege tanks do cause very much gas, and the Zerg ball is just growing at this point. He is 2 base compared to the Terran 1, and the Terran No longer harvesting minerals. He is becoming it. He's making a desperation play. Choosing to not build a command center.